Sending out a video, checking in with you guys. No schoolwork on this video. Wait a minute. Anyway, this is just a fun video. I just want to check in with you guys, see how you're doing. Watch or don't watch doesn't matter to me, but I wish I could see you guys. I miss everybody. I thought forever that teaching was causing me gray hair, but in a non-scientific research method, um, I have discovered I think I'm getting more gray hairs being away from school. So I miss you guys because I'm getting grayer as time goes on. But just want to share a little bit of what's going on for me. Hopefully, you guys can share back with me at some point. But um, this stuff right here, I'm really getting sick of using this stuff. We got a whole bunch of these all over the place in our car, and do it before we leave the car, after we leave the car, at home, more hand washing at home, but my hands are getting really dry. How many, your hands get dry? I use lotion all the time. It doesn't seem to matter. I got this masking up, right? We're starting to mask up a little bit, but I did get my cool new Badger mask. It's reversible too, apparently. I haven't used it yet. I just got it yesterday. My neighbors I got some cloth for them, same kind of cloth. So they're making some Badger masks, little ties here. So that's kind of cool. Um, really looking forward to using that more, but I will. Other than that, what else have I been doing? I've been eating a lot of apples, um, doing a lot of grading, although I'm a little bit behind, as some of you probably notice. My work ethic at home kind of sucks, so I feel for you, those of you who share that with me. But as we would have gone towards the end of the school year, I'd have been sharing some more information with you. So I'm gonna share some information with you. I'm gonna share some pictures with you of me. I like this one right here. That's my school ID from 1993. Look at that youngster right there. I don't know if you can see it, but yeah, I've been digging stuff up, and I know at the end of the year when people retire, they always try to find pictures of them from earlier in their career, but I got this one. I brought it home yesterday. I was at school for a few minutes yesterday getting some stuff from my room. We're going to go back in time a little bit. How about this one? See that one right there? That's my kindergarten picture, without the gray and without the wrinkles. Look at that. Cutie little conformist in kindergarten. I remember my kindergarten teacher, but I didn't want to go to kindergarten. I didn't want to go to school because I was a mama's boy and I wanted to stay home with my mom. Check this one out. This one is first grade or second grade. I don't remember which. Check out that one. How's that little guy right there? Kind of looks like that kid from that dorky kid from the Sandlot movie, Sandlot, right? So I'm 6 or 7 there. Doesn't look like me, I know. You just wait. You guys will be unrecognizable soon. Now, some of you remember the story of me ruining some footy pajamas because I was afraid of the dark when we talked about phobias in AP Psych, and I couldn't go down in the basement because it was dark down there, but we had a bathroom down there, and the light switch was on the bottom of the stairs, and I ruined my footy pajamas because I kind of had an accident in there. I found a picture of those footy pajamas. I like that. Whoops. I like that right there. Those are my Santa Mouse footy pajamas that I destroyed. You can't see the little footy part in there, but I did destroy those. So those are some pictures. So check out this, the day of my wedding. You like that. Now you got to ignore that sticky note because my wife might have been holding something inappropriate for school. So check that out. You like those glasses? Purple lenses there. Those are big glasses. Those were popular back then. We're on a little coach bus with the wedding party there. Here's my wedding party. Sometimes I bring these pictures in towards the end of the school year. Look at those clowns. It was about 95 degrees there. We're in Milwaukee. Not all of my groomsmen are still with us. So some of them have passed away. So I like looking at that picture. It was super warm and windy that day. How about this one? It's my wife and I in Paris on a bike tour, fat tire bicycle tour of Paris. I'm getting ready to go. It was a hot day there too. It was about 85 degrees, pretty warm. Miss Voss was with us on that trip, so was Mrs. Holtnarl. And I'm trying to do a little more cooking. I used to be a pretty good cook right there. So you could tell I was an artist with that turkey right there. It must have been Thanksgiving. We're cooking at a friend's house. So, yeah, I just thought I'd share some pics. And some of you have been asking, you're bored out of your skull, and you've been asking about some books to read. So if you're into psych stuff, this is one of the best all-time books. You'll have to look at this in the mirror. It's called Opening Skinner's Box. I got this at the Harvard bookstore, and it basically takes 10 or 12 of the most famous psychology experiments and does research on the person doing the experiment, kind of turns them into little mini novellas. They're in novel format, so they're pretty good reads. The Center Cannot Hold by Ellen Sachs, I believe. Ellen Sachs. She was a professor at law school in California, despite the fact that she was diagnosed with schizophrenia, and it goes through her story. Pretty impressive story about schizophrenia and the symptoms and the onset, and her journaling about her. We need to talk about Kevin. Some of you have heard this. I know it's backwards, but we need to talk about Kevin. Story about a parent's concern about her son doing some dangerous things and some things that might signal that he could do something really bad in the future, potentially antisocial or other bad behavior. And I've also been, now for those of you, I've talked about this guy, Stephen White. He's written a series of about 20 books. I've read all these. You should start at the beginning, which I think might be Critical Conditions. I'm not sure, Critical Conditions, but he is a clinical psychologist writing about his fictional character, Dr. Alan Gregory, who's also a clinical psychologist. And he gets mixed up with his good friend who's a detective in Colorado Springs, and his girlfriend who's an assistant DA. Gets in a lot of murder mysteries, a lot of psych in here, psychology stuff, him and his patients, him and his diagnosing and getting into some really scary situations. So Stephen White, great read, fast reads, really, they are exciting books. They're pretty intense, some of them too. I also read this author, Karen Slaughter. I would read her books in order to, she has repeating characters. One is an ER doctor, and there's also a lot of murder and mayhem and kidnappings and things like that. A lot of psych stuff in there too. Been reading some Stephen King. Just finished this the other day, Lacey's story. I read The Outsiders, so I've been getting back into Stephen King stuff there. So other than that, I know this is going to be a short video, so I want you guys to hang in there. Keep doing what you're doing. I think that we might be able to get out of this quarantine in a few weeks if you keep doing it. I know the temptation is to get out there and and be with your friends and crush cuties and all that stuff. But the danger is, you might bring something home. You don't want to do that. Bring something home to your families. But meet with a Skype. Keep busy, try and establish a routine. Get outside, get some exercise, but mask up when you do that. And I'm hoping I get to see you guys before the end of the year, especially seniors. And then we get to go through our closure because I'm going out with you. And I hope everything's okay for you guys. But do check in if you need to, if you want to. And keep smiling. Oh, pun of the day. What was my pun of the day? Why do people look up to flamingos? Why do people look up to flamingos? Why do other animals look up to flamingos? And I think it's because they always have a leg up on everybody else. Like, I don't have a flamingo picture, but so okay, that's it, you guys. Stay healthy, be well, and I will probably see you on Canvas. Some of you haven't been on there yet, but get to it. Get on Canvas. All right, take care. Miss you. Be well.